Well, joining our celebration of Doctor Who are Sylvester, McCoy and companion Wendy Padbury, the current Doctor and the companion of the second Time Lord Patrick Troughton. How can this be? But there they are. I see them peering through the window.
There they are. Why don't they join us?
Well, I hope they'll join us. Come on, come on. Welcome, welcome. And they've gone.
Here
Hello. Welcome to the Who special. Now, Wendy, you were Zoe many moons ago, and you started out as an astrophysicist. Yes. Did you share that same fascination for science and technology as Doctor Who?
I did as Zoe, yes, and in fact it was quite nice at the beginning because I was rather cleverer than the Doctor, so I was able
really?
Oh, yes. So I was able to sort him out and get us out of many problems, yes.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, things have changed.
Well, two examples of Doctor Who technology, 27-year-old technology, are the Daleks and the Cybermen. Sylv, can I ask you how you coped with the Daleks?
How I coped with the Daleks? Well, I didn't really feel I was a proper Doctor until I got to have a go at the Daleks. And, but I always used to wonder how they could conquer the universe when they could never get up the stairs. And as luck would have it, they worked out how to do that in the episodes that I worked with them in. They were suddenly flying upstairs and doing all sorts of extraordinary things. Right. But the thing I remember most about that was the explosions. And there was a big battle going on under the railway line of Waterloo. And the pyrotechnic boys at the BBC let off this great explosion. The police had forgotten to tell the ambulance and the fire engine department that we were doing it. All the alarms and car alarms for miles around went off and rattled. The noise was terrible. Smoke everywhere. An ambulance drove round the corner, screeched to a halt, and suddenly from the smoke from out of this tunnel came 3 Daleks. And the ambulance driver just fell about laughing and couldn't believe it.
Wendy, when you see Sylvester as Doctor Who, do all the kind of special effects seem terribly sophisticated?
They
sort of
do.
20 years on?
Yes, really sophisticated. And when I look at the old ones, you know, the ones I was in, yeah.
I mean, you weren't exactly blowing up paper bags and bursting them,
no,
but it was much
quite
more basic, wasn't it?
But it was a bit more basic, yes. But I know exactly what you mean about you didn't feel you were a Doctor until you met a Dalek, because I feel a bit deprived, because I never met a Dalek.
Really?
No, never met a Dalek.
Do either of you have special effects that are favourites, you know, noises or disappearing things?
I have a favourite monster, which always frightened me, which, funnily enough, I heard that John Pertwee didn't like particularly, but the Ice Warriors, to me, were my favourite. It was the hissing voice, I think, despite the fact that you sat and watched the guy with have all that makeup put on. But it was the voice that used to send shivers down my spine. And
do you have a favourite monster, Sylvester?
Well, the producer is sitting right opposite me. I can't really... did I have a favourite monster? Well, the one that I remember used to frighten me or disturb me was... I can't remember what they're called, little hairy things that used to run about in the sand. Do you know what they're called? Here's your starter for 10.
I don't know.
Sort of hairy spiders.
They were kind of, yes, there were hairy things.
And the Green Death, maybe.
Oh, well, we shall
write in and tell me what it was.
on earth this was while we hand you over to the other side of the studio.